So that was your lick for 309 of Lick Friday. Not really a lick as such, but more of a riff, which is quite nice to do every now and then. So what it is, we've got this funkiness going on. So lots of 16th notes, sort of things like that, which is wonderfully helpful in many ways. And you are sort of bringing in some notes around. So really, you can obviously do what you want with this, but I'm trying to get a point of like playing a chord, adding in some sort of little licks around that, playing a chord, licks, etc, etc. You get the gist of it, hopefully. So when you're playing this, it's all about the rhythm more than anything, mostly, basically. So you get the rhythm right and everything else slots in around. So it's quite straightforward in theory, but it's not so straightforward to do. So to get that whole choppiness and the continuation of it and the sort of timing correct all the way through this type of lick, it takes quite a lot of musicianship to be able to do it. So it's a good exercise, and one which I think everyone should try and do, because it brings you out of position and then back into the chord, out of position then back into the chord, and it gets the right hand working, which ultimately a lot of your phrasing is from your right hand anyway. So if you can work the right hand as an exercise while still gaining some kind of melodic element to your playing, or riffs or licks, then you're onto a winner. So that is all good. Now if you want the tab, it's on my website, which is dansguitar.com, and if you want lessons and downloads and jamming tracks and stuff that you won't find here on YouTube, it's on the Patreon page, which is patreon.com/Dan's page. All of that is linked up there and down below in the description. Yeah, not much else to say really. So if you're interested in social media stuff, please like it, because it, you know, come along and say hi. You can put suggestions on there, it'd be good. And if you enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up, hit that bell button after hitting the subscribe button, and obviously that pushes this channel along to make way for more videos for you guys for free, which is always very nice indeed. So I'm going to leave you with a breakdown coming up now. Well, okay, so starts off with a C minor 7 chord. Now for those that are not familiar with a C minor 7 chord, it's basically a C minor chord, just with the octave on that 4th string, 10th fret, removed. So you're exposing the B flat note, which makes it the C minor 7 chord. So that's your first hurdle covered. So what you're going to do with this, you kind of cascading, there you go, with your strum, doing that through the chord. But not only that, you're actually hammering on the G note from the F. So, and you get that. So that's basically on the tab. I think it's written as the top 2 strings, sorry, the bottom 2 strings, which is the E and A, with a hammer on like that. So that's the 8th fret to the 10th fret on that A string. And then you've got a down strum on the 2 8s on the D and G. And then you're hooking or stabbing at those top 3 or 4 strings on 1 2 3 4 on the 8th fret. So you get that kind of working through the chord, rather than, which just sounds a bit too full on for this type of lick. It needs to be a little bit more subtle. So that's a good technique to try and get used to. So after you've done that, you've got 5 of those. 1 2 3 4 5. Then we've got a bend. So those parts, I'll just explain those a little bit better. So 1 2 3 4 5. So you should be starting on the down strum, which is down up down up down, and you're just literally resting on the strings just there, and not pushing down. So you don't want to hear any notes at all. It's just that chugga chugga chuck, which is the funkiness. It'd be great with a wah wah actually. Didn't think of that, but I'll try that in a sec. And then on the next up strum, you're going to the 10th fret 3rd string, hooking that as you strike up, bending that note, so it's a full tone bend, and then striking it on the way back down. So with vibrato. Okay. Next one, you've got same thing again. which was same thing where you've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you've got an upstroke of the 8th fret on the 2nd string, 8th fret on the 3rd string, 2 more muted notes, which is a down up, like that, and then downstroke on the 8th fret again with a slight blues curl, and then you go into the 10th fret on the 4th string. So okay, so it's all about accentuating those notes, popping those notes out. So this right hand is doing a lot of work. So okay, now the next part of the riff is kind of the same, which is that. So instead of doing so many of those little dampened funky chops, we've got same thing again on the C minor 7. So you're actually using your little finger or your 3rd finger, it's up to you which one, but I'm using my little finger on that 11th fret of the 2nd string, and it looks like I'm holding all the notes down, but I'm not. All I'm doing is muting the strings around that one string, so I'm kind of lightly resting on the E, A, D and G, fretting the B string, 11th fret, and then I'm using that same finger to mute the 1st string. So you can strike all the strings, but you only get one of those strings ringing out. Now what you're going to do with that is you're going to slide that to the 13th fret. Okay, and you've got that going on, which is a slide up with an up strum on that next 13, a down strum, slide back down, pick it again, stopping it as a rest, and then you pick it again. So notice the strumming. Okay, now on the last one of these I went into those 2 chords, which is just a B flat and an A flat, and then back to the C minor. I'll play it slow for you now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go, so breakdown done and another Lick Friday at the end. So we have something different next week, but this week was just a little bit of fun, see where it ends up really, see, you know, something different. It's always good to do something different rather than just a lick. Anyway, let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you did like it, please subscribe, hit that bell button and share this with all your friends. Hashtag Lick Friday, and do remember to watch out for the 7 riffs videos. I nearly said 7 licks videos, but that's not right. Yeah, so hashtag 7 riffs, if you type that in it will come up with all those videos. So we've got LA Guns, Choir Boys, Rage Against the Machine, Skid Row, and then there's lots more coming up. So that is it. I shall see you all soon. Thanks very much. Tab is on my website, Patreon page is ready for you guys to go and view, and I'll see you next time for week 310. See you later.